Hey, I'm Adam Jusko, and this is Strictly Credit Cards, where we talk about strictly credit cards. Subscribe, why don't you? In this video, we're going to look at the USAlliance Visa Signature Card, a card that gives 3% back on everything you purchase. Can it be? Well, we're going to take a look. So first off, the USAlliance Credit Union is a credit union that has a varied membership profile, I guess you would say. So it has a history as being a credit union for IBM employees in a certain area of the country, Pepsi employees, and then in the New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts area, there's a geographical sort of membership that has historically been part of it. But then it also has a membership with a number of nonprofit organizations as well. And so if you are interested yourself in becoming part of the credit union, but you don't fit into any of those other profiles, you can become a member of certain nonprofit organizations, and then that would entitle you to become part of this credit union. So if you're interested in this card that we're going to talk about, becoming part of the credit union, fairly simple. And so the USAlliance Credit Union has this Visa Signature credit card that gives you 3 points per dollar on all the purchases that you make with the cards. Now, of course, my initial reaction to this was, well, how much are those points worth? It says 3 points, but are they worth less than a penny a piece? Is this really what it seems on the surface? And it is. So those 3 points, as far as anything I can tell, are the same as 3 cents per dollar if you were to redeem for cash back, making it a 3% cash back card. Now, there are other redemptions as well, and not every single one of them are going to be at that same 3% reward. But if you were looking for a cash back card, this one is 3% across the board. And this is a no annual fee card, so 3% across the board, no annual fee. A couple potential downsides or things that maybe are not ideal, and one of them is the fact that you can only redeem in increments of $25, and you have to have earned $25 before you can actually get any rewards from this card. In terms of that cash back, my understanding is that you can get it as a statement credit, so it's only going to go against purchases that you have made with the card to help you pay down that card. You're not going to get that cash in your hand. And then, like I said, there are other things to redeem for as well. No bonus on this card. So as a new card holder, that is not something to look forward to. If a bonus is part of the allure for you, you're not going to get that here. But as far as I'm concerned, 3% across the board on all your purchases, that's plenty of allure right there. In addition to that 3 points per dollar, that 3%, this is a Visa Signature card, so there are certain benefits that come with this card from the Visa end. They're not overly generous, at least compared to other cards out there on the market that are Visa Signature cards. However, there are a lot of different benefits. There is cell phone insurance. However, it tops out at $250 for any particular incident of a phone being stolen or damaged, and there's a $50 deductible. Sometimes with other cards, that goes up to $600 versus the $250. Here you have some extended warranty coverages, some trip cancellation or interruption insurance, and other things as well. So there are a number of these Visa Signature benefits. Not any of them overly exciting as far as I'm concerned, but if you are someone that does delve that far down into your credit cards and you ever use any of the benefits, there's at least plenty that you potentially could use here. A few other points to note as far as the interest rate goes. It could be as low as 12.74%, or it could go as high as 18%, that 12.74% APR. Pretty nice. Even that 18% APR, even though it's not great, it's not as bad as where some of the big banks will go to that will go way over 20%, 23, 25%, that sort of thing. So you never should carry a balance on your credit cards, but if for some reason you ever did with this card, you'd be doing better than a lot of other cards out there on the market. If you use mobile banking with this card, you can get a free credit score once per month. Doesn't say where you're getting that free credit score, so I can't really give you any ideas to whether I think that's a great thing or not. I don't know if it's from FICO or if it's a Vantage score or what it is. And then the other point to make is that you can use this card with Apple Pay, with Google Pay, with Samsung Pay. So 3% on everything is a pretty awesome deal. You might be wondering, can this really be true? What is the catch? And if there is a catch, it is that it looks like you have to have a really good credit history in order to qualify for this card. So there was a thread on My FICO earlier in the year talking about it. A few people had gotten the card and they had very high credit scores. So it looks like you're probably going to need at least a 750, 760 and above to even potentially qualify. And then you do have to go through some steps in order to qualify. They're going to look at you pretty hard in terms of documentation of the various things on your application. So it's not as easy as applying for a bank credit card where it can all just be done like that. So if you are interested, you're going to have pretty good credit. They're pretty conservative in terms of who they are going to lend to. Now, the other piece to the puzzle, I guess, or the other potential catch is that anytime you see something that looks like it is too good to be true, it could be because they have not really figured out what is going to happen over the long haul when they're offering 3% on all your purchases. Can they really sustain that? Not sure. And so if you went through the trouble of joining the credit union and getting the card and thinking, hey, I got 3%, you might find out 6 months from now that they realize that they can't sustain this. And then they change that reward to something that isn't any better than, other cards out there on the market. So always be prepared when you see something like this, that it might get nerfed, as they say. So the USAlliance Credit Union Visa Signature, nice card at 3% across the board. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm thinking about getting this one myself, but probably wouldn't go after it for another 4 or 5 months. We'll see if it still exists in its current form at that point. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, put them in the comments section. Please subscribe, and we'll talk to you again soon.